and they don't really like me. Cause I can fuck your bitch and fuck your mom and auntie.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I have a lot of announcements, so I'm gonna try to make this very quick. The first announcement is 600,000 subscribers. The last video, I was freaking out about 500,000. As of filming this video, we're at 622,000 subscribers, and honestly, thank you guys. Thank you to all the newcomers that are coming from Critical's channel. First of all, Charlie, thank you so much. I know I told you thank you in DMs, and by the way, guys, the fact that I spoke to Critical, like, you know, it's literally a dream come true. I sound like a broken record.
In my channel too, right? Yeah, I helped them out too.
So thank you all the newcomers.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, there was no, like, this video will be a little bit different because I asked you guys over on my community tab to help me out on certain topics. I want to give a big shout out to Juno over on the Tub Discord for helping me out with this idea. Juno gave me the idea. That's what I'm trying to say. If you guys have video ideas that you want me to cover, make sure to go leave it in the video ideas channel over on the Discord. I'm not gonna lie, literally like 9 out of 10 of them are horrible. I go on that channel. Dude, I remember someone requested me to talk about Harry Styles. Like, what do you want me to say? The dark side of Harry Styles. Like, no. Also, so I don't forget, here's my official subreddit. People say my intros are long. Okay, if they're long, literally skip to where the video starts. That's why I leave chapters in my videos. Okay?
Exactly,
so,
duh.
Skip, I don't care. Anyway, let's get started with the video. r/Jizzy Carts, 937 members. Oh boy, we're starting off strong with this one. Okay, r/Jizzy Carts.
While I'm eating, nigga, the fuck?
What that even meant? Go ahead, take a guess. I'm certain you wouldn't have guessed men ejaculating onto video game cartridges and discs for fun. Yeah, pretty wholesome. There's only 15 posts, and the subreddit was created in 2012. The most recent image was posted 3 years ago. It's safe to say that this subreddit is dead. The images consisted of 3 different accounts, but who's to say it wasn't just one person with 2 other alt accounts? Yeah,
it ain't gonna be dead no more.
Consists of people questioning the existence of the subreddit and requests.
You just shouted that shit out. That shit about to be popping now.
ISVP7. And by clicking on this account, we can see he's still active. By the way, just by
niggas about to be nutting on everything.
5 other strange subreddits that are in this video. So shout out to ISVP7. User snapped fingers. All credit to Eudoxia Mystery's video on this. He made a 25-minute detailed video. So please subscribe to him. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers. And honestly, he deserves a lot more. So make sure to subscribe to Eudoxia Mysteries. Anyway, this is a case of a missing or dead Redditor. I obviously can't cover everything in this video because I'm covering these things in a very broad manner just because it's a list video. This story begins with the user claiming that they can see things that aren't actually there, like paranormal things, and that they were told by experts on Discord that they have to make a sacrifice, a significant part of themselves, in order for the interdimensional beings to leave them alone. Discord experts? Like... that's already a red flag. The things they described as seeing were dark figures of humans, adults, and children, spiders, snakes, and more. They also explained that they are against medication and refuse to see a doctor. This story is very similar to that of Worthless 319, which we already covered on the channel, so make sure to watch that.
Yeah, that was a wild nigga.
Snapped Fingers questions the reality of there being a hell portal in the Paris catacombs and explains that they're booking a flight to put an end to this. What are the Paris catacombs, though? During the Gallo-Roman period, many cemeteries within the city limits had become filled to overflowing, resulting in unsanitary and unpleasant living conditions. The problem grew so much that by 1786, these cemeteries were being emptied for reasons of public safety. With the remains of about 6 million bodies requiring to be reburied, the only location with sufficient room to hold them were all the former mine tunnels 20 meters beneath the city. Thus, the former limestone mines of Paris became a space referred to as the catacombs. So yeah, it's a very creepy place which you can actually go visit. Some of it is open to the public. You just gotta pay. So back to Snapped Fingers. Their last post on the account, which was 2 years ago, reads, "We'll be entering the catacombs in a few hours-ish," with another comment under it reading, "Also, I am very fast. I used to run track back when I was in junior high school. I can likely outrun any possessed people. I am excited to finally close this chapter of my life and shut that blasted portal off for good." Now, personally, I do think this person was suffering from schizophrenia. Or, I could be completely wrong. This could be someone just looking for attention. The thing with these Redditor stories that we talk about on the channel is that we don't know. We don't really know. There is going to be one on the list where we do get an update, but for the most part, these are people that just never signed back into the account. r/coming on figurines. 35.9
yo, come on, yo.
members. I mean,
again, while I'm eating, bro.
It's always been a thing to nut on figurines. I can't even say that one. Wow. It's always been a thing to nut on figurines, especially in jars. Shout out to that Shout out to the My Little Pony jar. No idea why, but something interesting I found about this subreddit is that the owner has a Patreon where you can enter for, quote, figurine giveaways.
Stop! I did speak to him last night. Stop! You told me the whole story. It sounded like Safari 2.0.
Stop!
What I mean, Safari 2.0.
Stop!
figure.
No!
Wow. Honestly, I just want to get all through some of these disgusting ones pretty quick. Let's head on over to the next one. r/inbreeding, 25.5 thousand members. When just fucking your family isn't
like
enough.
this one.
Their description reads, subreddit for posts about adult inbreeding, real or fantasy, porn or stories, AMA, questions and answers. If it's inbreeding related, post it here. Personal experiences are encouraged and supported. The post consists of a lot of people's stories, and honestly, I can't tell if they're real or just fantasy. When loading up the subreddit, we can see that this community is quarantined. When a subreddit is quarantined, it means that it's dedicated to shocking or highly offensive content, and you must be logged in order to access it. So basically like a shadow ban. And here's a strange comment I found. Well, the whole subreddit is more than strange, but again, I don't know if these people are telling the truth or just having some crazy fantasy roleplay. Congrats. That's awesome. My mom and I are currently both pregnant with my dad's babies, and that's awesome. Here's another comment that I found, and it comes from the perspective
I don't think them
of
niggas
a daughter
joking, bro.
that's dating her father. My current status is mostly a girlfriend, but he still sees me as a daughter often. I'll get scolded if I'm not careful enough, and sometimes that's a turn off for me. Lol. Rarely he uses the phrase, because I'm your father, Christy, and we end up fighting. Fortunately for me, he's very sweet and caring, and he knows me very well, and he even hates the thought of hurting me, so he always makes up with me the same day. r/cum tagging, 2,000 members. But yeah, this was just guys splurging on objects. Men splurging on objects. I mean, that's it. There's nothing more to explain to that.
Stop!
Public trash cans, airport toilet paper holders, campus bathrooms, and dorms. Yeah, we're just continuing the list.
Ew! What the fuck?
Ew.
Stop! Stop! I did speak to him. Stop!
Hating subreddits. It's not women hating the subreddit.
Women
it's
misogynistic,
men that hate women. I found a lot
misogynistic
of subreddits that
subreddit
are now archived. They don't exist anymore, right? But we have r/beating women. We have r/r-wording women.
Oh,
we have
no.
r/I hate women. We have r/just r-word.
This is worse.
I'm not gonna go through what. I mean, you guys can imagine. It was just guys, I hate women, I hate them, I want to do this to them, I want to R-word, like, I found an archive of the R-wording women one. I mean, just look at the suggestions. That's enough to tell you, like, Reddit was a crazy place back then, and still is, but it was just a lot less monitored. r/iBletch, 228,000 members. iBletch is one of the more popular ones on this subreddit, especially if you're into gore and just disturbing things in general. I wouldn't use the word mainstream because we're going to talk about another subreddit that has like millions of members, but definitely more popular. It's ironic that this is one of the more popular ones because you can argue it has the worst stuff imaginable. r/iBletch became one of the main subreddits to visit for gore, especially when r/gore and r/watch people die were banned by Reddit. Why isn't this one taken down? According to some users, this subreddit is completely banned in some countries. However, I do not know which ones. Yeah, I have nothing more to add to this. I don't know what else to say about it. It's pretty gross though. So, you know, a little warning if you guys want to head over there.
Not Mark.
r/sink pissers gone wild.
Bro, what?
1,200 members. We fuck shit up. This community is for the dedicated sink pissers who want to take their game to the next level. Created in 2019, this is a subreddit dedicated to people peeing in sinks. I think asking why is pointless at this point. We're talking about Reddit. Peeing in your sink, weird, but okay. I mean, you're not harming anyone, right? But these people go out of their way to sometimes pee in public sinks or their friends' bathrooms. Yeah, it's a thing to walk into your local retail store or a neighbor's house, a friend's house, walk into the bathroom and record yourself peeing in their sink, hoping that no one walks in, with captions like, fuck it, not my sink, cleaning out the neighbor's sink, and always better in a public sink. I think it's safe to say that the members of this server are not in the right headspace. And I'm sure some of them are gonna watch this. My videos get very popular now, and if I'm offending any of you, I'm sorry. I don't want any of you to fucking pull up to my house and start peeing in my sink. Please, that's the least of what I want. It's not like I have a piss kink or anything. I don't. I mean, imagine going to a friend's house and then thinking, oh boy, I can't wait to take a piss in their sink and record it for Reddit. Guys, just a quick reminder, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure to leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. User Condor_salesman. An extremely sad story of a Redditor's last words. His account has since been deleted, but I'll be using screenshots that I found from a YouTube video, so all my sources will be linked down in the description. This user would make extremely depressing posts on multiple subreddits. I'll read some so you guys get the idea of what this person was battling. I'm just struggling to understand the meaning behind enjoying life, if it's just gonna end at some point, either abruptly with no warning young, or slowly and humiliatingly with old age. What is a hug supposed to feel like? I'm genuinely considering just for the small chance that it will allow me to start life over. Further on, he goes to explain that he has a facial deformity due to his mother smoking while he was in her stomach, so while she was pregnant. He describes regretting pursuing engineering and is really going to go through with taking his own life. Then we get this post. I lose. I am 25 years old. I have a degree. I have been actively searching for a job for half a year now, getting absolutely nowhere. I am a virgin despite efforts to not be one. I am poor. I live in the cheapest student dormitory in the city. All my flatmates are filthy and I don't feel comfortable in my own home. I may get kicked out any day at short notice once they discover I am not a student anymore. I have no friends. My family has excommunicated me. I am born with a malformed face. This isn't exaggeration or drama. My medical records describe me as malformed. I am objectively hideous and will never be looked at with affection. I am a loser. I lose. I lose at life. I don't have the will to eat anymore. I don't deserve it. And after that, we get these series of posts. In 46 days, I will commit. This goes on until he eventually reaches the last day. It reads, as of this post, I am dead. My final words. I've set up an auto hotkey script to hit post on this message in 1 hour. I am posting my last words here instead of r/watch since they have shadow banned me, which is hilarious. Almost 2 months ago, I made the decision that I do not want to live life anymore. I gave myself the time frame to allow for a small miracle to change my mind, but in the days that have gone by, it has only deepened my conviction. I'm not going to read the entire post, it is very long. I'm going to skip to the final paragraph. My name was David. Today I turned 25 years old. I was born in a small town where I grew up and had no friends. I moved to a big city to study engineering. I graduated. I could not find a job. I never had a girlfriend. My family has forgotten me. I achieved nothing. I will not be remembered. This was my story. It has now ended. So yeah, very, very, very sad story. I feel like this one was real. I mean, there's no proof it was real or fake. Again, with Reddit, we don't really know. If any of you guys are going through anything talking about depression, maybe you want to make a bad decision, make sure to call this number right here. I will leave links in the description where you can go and get some help. Yeah, honestly, rest in peace to David. r/oh come on 63.1 thousand members. 63.1
bro,
that's actually a lot. There's a lot of humans that have joined this subreddit. They describe themselves as a place to challenge others to come in unusual places, ways, and circumstances. You know what? I'm not gonna describe any. I'm gonna describe one. Sorry guys, this one is it's called the Oreo video. This is something that is gonna be stuck in my brain forever. It's even hard to repeat what happened, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. One, because it's funny. 2, that's it. It's just funny. So there's this video where this guy, I'm gonna use the word splurge, okay? I'm not gonna, yeah. So this guy, you know, Oreo got the white stuff in the middle, right? This guy, like, takes off the cream, right? And then splurges where the cream should be, puts the fucking Oreo on top, you know, makes the cookie again with the splurge, like, leaking out and shit, and fucking eats it on video, dude. He doesn't eat it on video, but, like, you could tell, he's munching on it, right? It's just, like... I already know some of you guys are gonna go look it up. Bro, if you guys watch my channel, I know you guys are gonna go look it up. At least give me the watch time. Like always, give me the watch time and then go give yourself a little bit of trauma. That one's called the Oreo video. Not officially that, but I'm naming it the Oreo video. This video is brought to you by manscaped.com. Feeling your best starts with looking your best, which is why my friends over at Manscaped are hooking you up with all the tools and formulations designed specifically for men. There's a lot to fall in love with at manscaped.com, including the performance package for r/justno MIL 1.8 million.
I did not need to hear that nigga explain that shit.
This subreddit is dedicated to people venting about their horrible mothers and mother-in-laws. I'm gonna read you guys a story that pissed me off and I'm sure will enrage any normal human being. When my twin girls were born, we had no issues in the hospital. They were born right on their due date, latched perfectly, and passed all their postnatal tests with stellar stats. When we brought them home, however, we noticed that one of the girls, let's call her OD, since she was a whole 4.5 minutes older than her sister, was developing a rash. I hadn't really dealt with allergies in kids since my son didn't have them, and neither did any child or adult in my entire family. I wasn't sure what it was. I thought that maybe she just had sensitive skin like me. I can't tolerate certain fabrics because I have very dry skin, and I'll often break out in rashes if my skin decides that it doesn't like something. So I stopped using fabric softener on all the clothes. I bought the nicest, most comfortable bedding and clothes. At one point, I even made her clothes myself in the fear that maybe something in the manufacturing process was upsetting my OD. We went to the doctor several times, and they knew that she was having an allergic reaction to something. but every test came back negative and we couldn't figure out what it was. It took 3 more months to figure it out. During that time, her allergic reactions got more and more severe. At one point, she was the only baby in the history of the hospital who had to be kept in a clean room because she seemed to have a reaction the minute she left. When that happened, we began to have elimination therapy that would rival the lifestyle of Buddhist monks. My husband and I moved our son NYD in with his parents because we needed to eliminate everything from our routine to figure out what was causing the reaction to our OD. We stopped using our soap, our shampoo, our deodorants, our laundry detergents, and that was before we even got to our diet. It took us 3 more months, but we figured it out. Our OD was allergic to coconut. The doctors told us that it was a particularly rare allergen, and so it wasn't on any of the skin test panels they ran. When we found out what she was allergic to, we were so relieved. So relieved. But in addition to feeling relieved, I delved into a bot of hysterical laughter. I laughed so hard I cried, and to this day, my DH tells me that he didn't know if I was crying from relief or pure happiness. Okay, so like I said, this story is very long, but to summarize it, the baby has an allergic reaction to coconut oil, and now we're being introduced to the mother, right? The mother of the woman. And this mother basically isn't taking the allergy serious. She's just like, it's just coconut, bro. Like, what's gonna happen? So let's skip to where the grandmother is taking care of the baby. My mother had put coconut oil in both my daughter's hairs when they were playing the previous day before bed. The girls loved it when my mom did their hair, and so they asked for braids, and my mom was doing their hair. She put coconut oil in both their hair because it would make for smoother braids. According to my son, OD started to get a little dizzy and itchy when my mom was doing her hair, so my mom gave her some kids Benadryl, which made her sleepy. Since it was close to bedtime anyways, the kids went to bed. Giving her Benadryl was something we did whenever she had a mild reaction, since it usually meant she accidentally came across some coconut from a secondary source. We also showered her head to toe immediately to erase any lingering traces of it. My mother simply gave her some Benadryl and kept the coconut oil in her hair and put her to fucking sleep. The Benadryl made her sleepy and unable to wake up or be conscious enough to wake up her brother or cry. She vomited in her sleep and the rash spread all over. Her little body was swollen to twice the size. She had asphyxiated in her sleep. She died painfully and slowly in the early hours of the morning. My mother was never arrested. My father did leave her, though they're not officially divorced. The majority of my mother's family refused to speak to her, and the few that do speak to her only do so on a limited basis. She currently lives on her own in a small town, and every couple months I'll get a call from her telling me how sorry she is and how she just wasn't thinking, and can I please find a way to forgive her. She wants to come see me. The only thing I can find to ever say to her is, you can come see me when you bring my daughter with you. If you guys want to go read it on your own, it's a lot longer than what I just said, and I know what I said was pretty long, but horrible. That sucks. Oh my god, literally ignorance, bro. That's what ignorance does, man. Let's move on. R/jailbait. The Urban Dictionary definition for jailbait is a female who is under the age of consent, but who dresses, acts, and appears as if she is over the age of consent, and who does nothing to correct that impression when she is bedded. Yeah, when I read that, I was like, whoa, what kind of victim blaming, dude? Why are you getting mad at them? Like, I don't want to get off track, but it's just weird when guys are like, yo, you shouldn't dress like that. Too young. It's not even your life. Just fucking move on. Go on Reddit. Actually, that's what they were doing. It was just a place where creeps would talk about underage girls. At the time, Eric Martin, Reddit's general manager, defended several notorious subreddits, including jailbait, by claiming that it was one of the side effects of promoting free expression on the web. Reddit administrators took down the subreddit after a user shared a picture of an underage teenager, saying that he had nude photos of her as well. And many users were requesting, send me. Yeah, it's just pretty disgusting stuff. User Spontaneous H. This is the story of a Redditor who documented himself injecting heroin. I'll read the main posts. I did heroin yesterday. I am not a drug user and have never done anything besides pot back when I was a teen. Ask me anything. This is a little long. I've never been a drug user. I drink once in a while and smoked pot years ago back when I was a teen in high school a few times, and that's it. I'm 24 now, have a master's, and a well-paying full-time job. Yesterday, I was walking through Washington Square Park where I pass every day, and there are always people looking to sell drugs. Not in the park anymore due to the cameras, but it is well known you can meet a dealer and do the transaction elsewhere these days. They usually don't solicit drugs.
So you got your master's and you just decide to do heroin?
For some reason, or look like you're looking for something. Yesterday, I happened to stop by a row of benches to check some messages on my phone when a dealer on the bench to my right asked me if I need anything. My life has been pretty boring the last few years, and I felt like I haven't really lived, taken any risks, or done anything crazy. So I figured, what the hell? Maybe I'll buy some pot. It's been a while. I said yeah, and after asking me several times if I'm a cop, he gives me his number and tells me to meet him at a fast food place several blocks away, and he will, quote, hook me up. I was blown away by the power of this drug and how orgasmic it felt. I never understood why people did drugs before and got so hooked on them, but now I see why. I have the urge to do it again, but I will resist and not do it, at least not for a long time. I understand the addiction potential and how someone could easily tear apart their lives with this stuff. Heroin is pure powdered pleasure. I actually feel proud of myself for having the balls to do something this crazy, and I feel like it was a valuable life experience and my window into another world and part of society. I'll never forget the day I did heroin. Now, ask me anything. 2 weeks ago, I tried heroin once for fun and made an AMA. I have been using since and shot up for the first time today. AMA. Wednesday night update. Fucking, I'm still withdrawing, throwing up, and sweating out gallons of sweat. I really want to use and relapse right now. I know I shouldn't. These urges are so strong and overpowering. Please help me if you can before I get the chance to. Fuck my life. I wish I was trolling and this was some elaborate lie. I was doing everything right, have been clean, and somehow a rumor got out that I've been using and my girlfriend found out. She basically broke up with me last night, but is now putting that decision on hold. I have some serious unrelated business/work I need to attend to in 2 hours, and I don't know if I'll be in any state to be able to be ready. I can't stop crying. Fuck heroin. Fuck my life. I guess I don't need to say that since heroin pretty much fucked my life for me in under 2 weeks. I just want to die.
Maybe because you announced that you was fucking doing this shit on Reddit. I was also
technically dead last week. Ask me anything. Well, you guys will be happy to know that this person is actually still alive. Even though this all happened about 12 years ago, this user actually came back 4 months ago with an update. It's been a while. This is not an AMA or anything exciting really. I saw a disturbing and sad post about an opiate overdose on Public Freakout and was reminded to try to log in and check this. I guess it's been over 3 years since I checked this or posted anything. I find this Reddit account pretty overwhelming. I'm just posting to let people know that I'm still alive, clean, and doing well. Thanks to everyone who reached out in messages checking in over the past few years, and sorry if I can't get back to you. Here's another comment with more details where he responded to another user. It has been coming up on almost 11 years since I have used heroin, any hard drugs, or alcohol. That was November 2010. A few years ago, I had a slip and just smoked weed, which is a bad mistake, so I consider my current total clean time 3 years since I count that. Nice. We actually had a happy ending to this one. Love that. Love that he's still okay and doing just fine. It's kind of crazy to just be like, hey, yo, let me just shoot up some heroin. Fuck
right,
it.
like what type of shit?
Oh, should I document my experience doing that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah, no. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video.
Nigga say I got a master's, a full-paying job, and all this other shit. Like, so just, yeah, fuck it, heroin.
For video
like, how do you even fucking do that, yo?
People were saying that I just, like, steal video idea topics, and I just cover them in a mediocre way. Which, first of all, I know I don't. I know I have a personality. But I just want to make it clear that I
just steal videos and react to them.
Oh!
Straightening, yeah, straightening, yeah. Don't not get strained but straightening. Hey.